Welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. I am an Elohim Earth Angel. I am here to help you remember your divine spark. I want to talk to you guys today about biblically where it says the Word. The Word was with God and God is the Word. John 1:1. What God is saying, that He is the Word. You are the Word in manifest. You are God's manifestation of His Word. Therefore, there is no separation. You can never be separate from your Creator. You are one with the All. The same way that God opens the floodgates of the heavens so that it rains down, so that it provides water for us to drink. It provides water for all of creation, the ocean, the birds, the plants, everything gets fed. So do you, and so do I. The same way that the sun shines all over the planet and the sun warms us, it's also life force energy. It's God force energy. That energy feeds us so that we can maintain a cellular level, so that we can exist on the planet. There is never a separation, because the sun touches you and the sun touches me and the sun touches all of creation. Just like our food is manna, that is something that God gives the provision so that we can attain the food that we eat, and it is manna. And the ground that we walk on every day is holy ground. It is sacred ground because it is created by our Creator. There is no separation between God and us. As far as He says the kingdom of heaven is within. What is God referring to? The kingdom of heaven is within. You can live in both heaven and hell if you like. Hell is when your mindset is based on earthly things and things that are not aligned with God's divine order. The 10 Commandments are actually, they're high vibrational. A lot of people gravitate toward religion. Religion is a separation. God did not create religion in the Bible. There is no religion spoken of that He says be this or be that or be the other. There is no, for God, there is no separation as far as to race, religion, color, gender. There is no such thing. The Lord is unconditional love. He doesn't define Himself by that. That's why He says, lean not on your own understanding, because we can never fully comprehend God's ways. The kingdom of heaven is within. I want you to sit with that one for a minute and ask yourself, what is God really telling me with the kingdom of heaven is within? Because like I said, you can live in hell if you'd like. Also, you can create that in your mind and have such an experience. When you let bad thoughts creep in, when you act on a low vibrational way, when you steal, kill, or destroy, you are actually operating in that Luciferian energy. When you hold yourself in high regard, when you love yourself unconditionally the way that your Creator loves you unconditionally, He says love your neighbors as you would love yourself. Why? Because your neighbor has a part of you, and you are a part of the neighbor, and you are a part of everything. You are a part of the whole. You are not separate from the whole, and the whole is God. He is divine. He is all encompassing. There is no separation, and there never shall be one. This planet shows you separation. We came here to experience this in some way or another, to see the duality. There's duality in all things, but God is one, and we are one with Him, and He is one with us. There is no separation. We were created by a Creator that took His time, and He didn't do it because He was bored. He did it because He wants to exalt Himself through you. Okay, so a lot of people get stuck on their journey not understanding what is going on. He also says God is within you, and that is on Luke 17:21. God is within you. He sits in his throne within you. Every time that you allow him to, he sits, he walks with you every day. That's why he says, when you go through the fire, I will be with you. Because every time you have a problem, God is there, because he can never not be there. He is within you. So therefore, there is no separation. If you want to talk about how do I know that I am an earth angel, I would greatly leave a comment, subscribe, and I will gladly share my story on how God exalted himself and let me know who I was to him, as he is exalting himself right now through this screen. And I am sharing this with you because I want what is best for you. I had to walk this path and let himself exalt himself through me so that I can comprehend where he was taking me to places that I possibly couldn't understand. You know, that's why he's saying, lean not on your own understanding, because to understand God, it's almost impossible. His ways are not our ways, nor his thoughts our thoughts, because he is so great beyond what we can comprehend. His mercy is the veil of amnesia that we're under, because he reveals what we need to know about ourselves only in the time in which he feels that we have been prepared enough to know. Because sometimes with the power that he gives comes great responsibility with it. You have to understand what he gives you, and how to be able to nurture it, and how to be able to help others in the situation in which they may find themselves. Earth angels have been very scrutinized, have gone through a lot of situations in order for us not to operate from the ego. And when I say you can have heaven or hell within, let me elaborate a little bit on that. The ego. What happened to Lucifer? What happened to the morning star when he fell from grace? It was his ego, him wanting to be greater than God. So therefore, don't we walk around with an ego? Don't we allow the ego to make decisions for us? Don't we allow that inner voice that is not God's voice to speak to us, to tell us that we're not good enough, to tell us that we're not this enough, that every time you have a dream, it stops you on your tracks, or it manifests in another person that comes and deviates you from the plan that God already had for you? Don't we let that ego take form? When you have a spirit of jealousy, when you have a spirit of lust, when you have spirits that God never told you to carry or uphold, aren't you operating from the ego? So aren't you part of the fall? Have you ever stopped to look at your physical body in the mirror and see that we are a walking cross, the dimension between your head and your neck? And as you stretch your arms across and you put your 2 feet together, you resemble the cross of Christ. You are divinity on 2 feet. You are a resemblance of Christ himself. How you carry yourself depends on where you align yourself with. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that that is where you find yourself on your journey. And God is always within. He's always willing to help. It's when you put your ego down and you allow yourself to vibrate at that divine frequency, the frequency of unconditional love, of sovereignty, of knowing that God is within you, that his kingdom is within you. It's not a faraway place. It is within. And the way to reach your full divinity is to fully surrender to the God within you. He is in full manifestation at all times. We simply forgot this. And it's not outside of biblical teachings. It's within biblical teachings. We've just interpreted it incorrectly. For some reason, churches decided to monetize on it, or to not properly teach it, maybe for lack of understanding and wisdom. I don't know. I am not here to debate that. I have always been a churchgoer. I went to church for most of my life, and then God showed me the kingdom of heaven is inside of you. And he went revealing himself to me, and he went showing me who I was to him and who he is to me. and it's an act of individuation. You know, the way he talks to you, he may not talk to me, and the way he talks to me, he may not talk to you. And that's where boundaries of respect come in. This video is based on complete and unconditional love for my Creator, because I want to reach as many souls as I can out there and let you know that the kingdom of heaven is within. It's always been waiting for you to arrive. It's always been waiting for you to vibrate at a high frequency. You need to understand that you are an energy field. You are energy. God's source is an energy. The sun that shines is an energy. Everything is energy. We are an energetic field. You have to own your own field. You have to understand that low vibrational things will only bring you low vibrational experiences. So it's truly up to us. And as far as you questioning and saying, well, how do you know that you're an earth angel, or questioning that aspect of me, I'm going to answer it for the simple reason that I can relate to questioning that, because when God revealed that to me, I too questioned it. Hebrew 13:2, God says to be careful who you entertain, because you may be entertaining an angel. So therefore, there are many like me, many earth angels out there, you know, that have endured rigorous things on this planet just because what we stand for. Because we are here to help humanity remember their divine spark. Remember the God within them. Remember that there is no separation, that it is an illusion. I am not separate from you, because my voice just went into your ear, and from your ear into your brain and into your heart. And if anything that I'm saying resonates with you, then we're getting somewhere. I am here to help you remember what you forgot about yourself, what you forgot about your divine Creator that held you. It doesn't matter the experiences that you've had. All of those experiences led you to becoming a better version of you. We have all gone through things, through difficult trials, through difficult tribulations, through a lot of resistance from the enemy, trying to keep us from being able to achieve the goals and things. But those things are also within. Everything is within you. You have to be able to sit still. Look at the content that you're consuming on a planet that loves divide in races, divide in culture, divide in religion, divide. All it thrives on is to divide. The news that you watch, that you're consuming, is all depressing. It's to keep you in low vibrational states of existence. Spend a week listening to high vibrational things, positive things that are happening throughout the world, children that are being fed, new scientific things that have been discovered to help people with other illnesses and things that they have on the inside that's manifesting on the outside. Why not look at all the goodness? But no, this controlled system relies and thrives on teaching you everything that you shouldn't be looking at. Thriving on fear, thriving on limitations, thriving on everything that God didn't teach you to have. He said, I didn't give you a spirit of fear. I gave you a spirit of discernment and knowing that He is God at all times. He didn't give you a spirit of lack, because He says, I lay you down in green pastures, for you shall not want. Doesn't He send the rain from the heavens? Doesn't He provide us with the life force of the sun? Doesn't He feed us with manna every day like He does the rest of creation? The oxygen that you breathe, the air that fills your lungs every morning. When did you stop seeing that as grace and knowing that everything is grace given? Nothing is because we are worthy or because we deserve it. It is given because God has given grace upon us. We are worthy because we are His children, very much so. He told you that you were worthy before He formed you in your mother's womb. He created you with a path, with a purpose. He inscripted that inside of your DNA. What is happening to humanity is that a lot of people are breaking generational curses. Earth angels are put into very toxic families, extremely toxic families. Why? Because we came to break this generational stronghold on that family, to stop the repetitive cycle. Everybody has the ability to operate from their divinity. Everyone does. But we don't all choose. We want to have heaven at a faraway place with the actions of hell within. We act like animals and we expect to have heaven and God within us. We treat each other with disrespect and lack. We don't know how to love our neighbors. We have forgotten what the divine taught us. We have forgotten his sacrifice on the cross for us was for us to be able to return to the natural being in which he created us. We've forgotten. We attribute it to pointing fingers, anything but not to sit in silence and find God inside. He's always there. It's dark going within, because within there is your shadow. We all have a shadow. Walk in the light, in the sun, and you will see your shadow. It never is your shadow separate from you. It's never separate from you. So therefore, you can never be separate from anything around you, because everything is God. Every single thing that you touch and you breathe is your creator. You are a part of him and he is a part of you. So wake up to your divinity. Wake up your divine spark. And if someone has hurt you, remember unconditional love is God's way of forgiving. Make sure that you use discernment. Make sure that you test the fruits of the Spirit. Make sure that you understand what is God's will for you and what is your will for you. Always go to him in prayer. Go and pray within. Ask him. Wait to hear the sound of his voice within you, guiding your steps. Understand that we are not separate, that we are all a part of one. There is a consciousness that is God consciousness, that is God creator, and we are all connected to it. And that's why he is the supreme intelligence of all there is, because he says he hears us. He hears our thoughts. He hears everything. He knows everything. He's all knowing because he is within us. And when he says, in my Father's house, there are many rooms, because each of us is a room of God. Each of us is a room of the divine. So remember that. And remember that when you're feeling oppression or when you're being attacked in some way, ask yourself, where's it coming from? Where's the fear coming from? What is it teaching me? Every lesson teaches you something. And if you're a generational curse breaker, the way to identify the pattern is to see the repetitive patterns inside of your family and say, I wish not to repeat that anymore, and stop agreeing with it. Stop identifying with it. Stop identifying with the patterns, with the repetition, and watch that the stronghold has to break free the minute that you identify it. Everybody on this planet is going through something different. And that is why I'm here, to try to help you guys understand, so that you could vibrate higher, so that we can all ascend. If you look at the dollar bill on in the back of it, there's 33 steps, and then there's the eye. 33 steps are the 33 vertebrae of your spine and the 33 years of Christ on the cross. Now, why have we not fully ascended? We have not fully ascended because we're still vibrating low. We're still in lack mindsets, believing that we're lack when we are all divine, because we are part of God's word. We are the word made manifest. We are the word in flesh. So therefore, as long as you're in lack, as long as you're in unforgiveness, as long as you are not holding yourself accountable and going within, as long as you're not activating the divine within you, as long as all of these things are happening, humanity's ascension will not take place. And if it takes place, it will leave a lot of people behind. So therefore, this message should find you and should help you understand that you need to find the spark within. You need to understand that you are the spark of the divine in human flesh, that God is within you and not outside of you. He's within and without, because that's how he says, as within, so without. So therefore, anything that's happening inside of you, it's going to manifest outside of you. But we are all his creation. Animals, you eat animal, so that makes you a part of the animal in which you ate. You're a part of the ground that the animal ate from. You are part of the all. Nothing, there is no separation. Lack is a mentality. Everything is a mindset. And this world is crafted to make you believe and create and see it as such. So you continue to manifest lack. You continue to manifest scarcity. You continue to be in an unforgiving state of being. And therefore, that is why your vibration is low. The moment that you shift the mindset, you go within, you understand that God is within you. You activate that divine being within. You activate God, the creator of everything that's in you. And you start vibrating at a high frequency. Things start manifesting quicker. Things start happening for you. You start to see God's manifestation right before your eyes. This is not something that's far-fetched. This is something that is real. I will definitely be sharing some of my story and how it is that this has happened to me in my life, and how it is that the divine revealed who I am to him and how he exalts himself through me. I am a loving child of God, as so are you. We are all his children. We are all loved by him. We just choose to operate at different frequencies. You know, there are spiritual people on this planet that have chosen not to walk in their divine nature, that choose to walk in ego, that choose to be a part of the fall, that choose to continue to operate in these densities, but you do not have to be a part of it. You can be a sovereign creator and know that you are creating with the divine and that he is pleased and creating with you. We have to stop the patterns of shaming, stop the patterns of division, and understand that there is no such thing. Okay, I love you guys. Subscribe, leave me a comment in the comments if you would like for me to record a video regarding my experience and how the divine revealed that I am an Elohim Earth Angel, and the other experiences that I've had in my life where I have encountered a person that him and I have lived a parallel life. We are multi-dimensional beings. You know, to say that God doesn't have the capability or to have an earth angel in the earth, it's like, what are earth angels? That's why it's called Earth Angel. I come from a seraphim lineage. You need to understand that we lower our frequency in order to come in times where the planet is going through a huge ascension and it's going to be going through different phases, when we are here on an assignment in order to help the collective, in order to help humanity remember the divine spark, remember that God is within, raise their vibration internally, so then it also creates a ripple effect. And if we're all vibrating at the same level, we will ascend and we will create heaven on earth. So I am here to help you ascend. I am here to help you reignite that divine spark. And I hope you will join me on this channel and we can co-create together and we can see God manifest his greatness on us, okay? I love you all very, very much. And please leave me a comment. I would be more than glad to share his fantastic way of showing me that I am an earth angel. And I look forward to speaking to you guys again. Much love.